Hey guys, this is Daniel from fitnessblender.com. We're going to be going through a really quick 10-minute abs routine today. We're going to be going through 8 different exercises and we're going to be doing each one for 30 seconds on and 10 seconds off. We're going to go in groups of 2, so we're going to do 2 exercises back to back. So we're going to go through each exercise twice before we move to the next group. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Our first exercise is going to be a crisscross crunch. So go ahead and lay down flat on your back. One leg extended out straight, the other knee is going to come up to a tabletop or 90 degree on that knee, right above that hip joint. Hands back behind your head, hover that other foot, contract those abs, and start up. Opposite elbow to knee. Nice, quick, nice, slow, controlled motion, sorry. You want to make sure those abs stay nice and tight. Keep those shoulder blades up off the ground as high as you possibly can. Slowly extending those legs out and back. Now, if you want to make this really nice and hard, you're going to want to make sure you don't let that knee come in past that hip joint. So you're going to have a tendency to want to bring that knee all the way in. Try to keep it right above that hip joint as you alternate back and forth. It's a nice, slow, controlled motion. Again, keep those shoulder blades up. And let that one relax. We're going to move on to the Russian twist. So up on your tailbone, feet kicked out in front of you, nice flat back, hands up in front of your chest, and start it. Rotate those shoulders, nice, slow, controlled motion again. To really make those abs burn, you want to always go nice and slow. Just kick those feet out as far as you need to for balance. Hands stay right in front of that chest. Make sure those arms don't swing off side to side. This is just a rotation through that torso. Lean back as far as you can control while still maintaining a perfectly flat back. And let that one relax. We're going back to that crisscross crunch. Flat on your back again. Hands behind your head, knee up. And start it. Nice tight squeeze, slow controlled motion. Keep those abs pulled in nice and tight. Again, try to keep those shoulder blades up as high as you can. Just keep it going. Try to keep that knee out away from you, above that hip joint. And let it relax. Let's go and switch back to that Russian twist. Up on that tailbone, kick feet kicked out. Nice flat back, hands in front of your chest. 2, 1, start up. Rotate those shoulders, nice slow controlled motion. Just back and forth. Leaning back as far as you can control. Really make those abs burn. Should be feeling this one not only in those abs, but in those obliques and that lower back as well. Keep those lungs open, don't hold your breath. And let that one relax. Let's go to our next 2. There's going to be a side plank. Going to be up on your left side to start out with. Right leg's going to be out, kicked out straight. Hand up, bring those hips up nice and high, and as they come down, you're going to bring that elbow to knee. So a good full extension, bring that hip up, elbow to knee as that hip drops. Working on both sides at the same time here. Main one is going to be the bottom side. You're going to feel it on the oblique on the bottom side. But every time you bring that knee and elbow together, you're going to feel it on the top as well. And let it relax. I'm going to switch sides real quick. Same thing on the opposite side. Top leg is going to be extended out straight. Full extension. And squeeze it, extend it back out, bring that hip up. As those knee and elbow come together, drop those hips down. Again, keep those lungs open. Slow, controlled motion. Try to get as much range of motion out of those hips as you can. As close to the ground as you can without touching, and as high up as you can squeeze them. Just keep those lungs open, keep it going. And go ahead and switch sides, back over the other side. Round 2. And begin. Again, keep those lungs open. Nice, slow, controlled motion. As much range of motion out of the hip as you can. Down to the ground and squeezing it up as high as you can. You might be feeling this to the outside thigh as well, to the outside of that butt muscle as well as those obliques. Just keep pushing through it. And let it relax, switch over the other side. Again, nice full extension. And start, drop those hips, tuck that knee and elbow. Extend those hips up as you push that hand and foot in opposite directions. Just keep those lungs open, keep it slow and under control. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, let's move on to the next one real quick. We're going to a reverse crunch, so laying flat on your back. Hands flat down next to those hips, legs up in the air. You're gonna bring those hips up off the ground. Squeeze them up. Try to get as much distance underneath those hips as you can. Try to swing those legs. A lot of people have a tendency to wanna kick those legs up. Try to keep those legs stationary. Make those abs do all the work. Again, keep those lungs open. Almost done. And let it relax. Going to a jackknife crunch next. So a full extension on your body. Arms and legs all the way out. Contract those abs, lower back to the ground. And start them up. Everything comes up, crunch towards those toes. Back down, keep them hovering if you can. And back up. Get a good burn on those abs yet? Should be nice and warm by this point. Try to keep those abs sucked in as tight as you can with this one. That lower back's gonna wanna lift up as you let those arms and legs drop down. And let it relax. Hands flat against the ground again. Another round of those reverse crunches. Legs up. And start it. Crunch those hips up. Again, try not to swing those legs. Trying to move as slow as you can. Get a nice tight crunch. This is a really good one to focus on those lower abdominal muscles. Keep those abdominal muscles sucked in. Breathing normally. Keep those lungs open. Legs as straight as you can. Again, really watch the swing on those legs. They're going to want to start swinging on you. And let it relax. Full extension. Whew, that's a good burn. Going to those jackknife crunch next. Contract those abs, lower back down, and lift it up and crunch. If you want to make these harder, almost every single one of these exercises, all you have to do is grab a dumbbell. You either place it between your hands or between those feet, and these exercises become incredibly difficult. And let it relax. Whew. Got a good burn going. All right, we're doing a long arm crunch, so on your back again. Nice bent knee, arms over your head, crunching up nice and tight, back down. Don't let those abs completely release. Keep them nice and tight, sucking that belly button in. Just doing a traditional crunch motion, but with those arms straight up above your head. Again, if you want to make it harder, just hold a small dumbbell above your head. Makes it that much harder. You don't need anything heavy. Even a 1 pound weight will make a big difference. And let it relax. Next one is going to be a plank. So over onto your knees and elbows. And bring it up. Nice flat back. Straight line from shoulder to toe or shoulder to knee. If you have to drop down on those knees, that's perfectly fine. But try to stay up on that, on those toes and those elbows. Keep that back nice and flat. Down muscles contracted. A little bit of a crunch to keep that back flat. Keep those lungs open, breathing normally. And let it relax, back on your back. A long arm crunch again. Knees at 90, hands above your head. And crunch it. Try to get as much range of motion as you can. You really want to peel those shoulder blades up off the ground. Again, don't completely relax down onto the ground. You don't want to let those abdominal muscles release. You want to keep them constantly contracted until you move to the next exercise. Belly button sucked in, keep those lungs open. And let it relax. All right, we're gonna go for a nice long one on that plank. This is our last one. We're gonna go for a double round on this. So try to keep up with me. All the way up, get those hips hovering, nice flat back, keep those abdominal muscles crunched in. You're gonna have a tendency to want to let that lower back arch. Try to keep those abs contracted to keep it flat. Just hold it there nice and comfortable. I know those abs are burning like crazy, but keep trying to push through it. This is just gonna burn those abs out just a little bit more, get you really nice and sore the next day. Hold it, breathing normally. Keep everything nice and solid. That's one round down. We're gonna try for another one. Don't break. Keep it up there nice and high. We're going all the way through the rest. Good. This is the start of our last one. Just keep it going. Another 30 seconds, then we're done. Keep holding it nice and solid. Keep those hips up there. Don't let them droop. Don't let them kick up. Nice straight line from shoulder to ankle. Whew, that burns. Keep it going. Almost done. Just keep pushing through it. And let it relax. Whew. Nicely done. My abs are burning. What about yours? This workout is complete.